Hello everybody, Reaper X1 here, flying around my little salt flat area in my playthrough of my out and about adventure, actually, of 0.7.8.1, and I've got to a new little spot here. I thought I had an idea. I'd like to build something. It was actually suggested, the original or theme to this idea, but I finally got a design I wanted to try. I had a picture in my mind, so to speak. So I was going to get started, but I got to do a little bit of shopping, so I'm going to do that while I welcome you. Thank you for joining me. I hope once more and always, as always, that you're having a good one. So far, mine's been all right. Not the best. This could go better. Yeah, as you can tell, it's been edited. A little speedier than normal. But as I get into it, the theme behind this is to have a tech that uses only mortars. So I thought, let's take to the air with this one, because I've been trying to get a bomber kind of design before I even had this suggestion. So I thought maybe this would be a good way to make a bomber with using the new mortar aim ability. So I figured I'd try that, and I'm going to use the hover wheel deal to get a little extra flotation. So hopefully I can get a smaller plane with more firepower in the air and hopefully maneuverable. And yeah, I do want some batteries. That's the main reason why I want the hovers on there like that, just so I can add those heavy batteries in hopes that they'll at least balance out the batteries, if nothing else even. We'll see how it goes though, because this thing, it gets a little iffy on how it works, because now I got no real up and down. So I don't know, probably just doing this for extra work. But I was going to remind you of something, and that would be the Saturday Showcase. That thing I do every Saturday where it could be a video of your techs, as long as they're cool, original, and have been posted to the thread that you'll find when you go down into the description underneath this video, and you'll find my Saturday Showcase auditions link. It'll take you to that thread I just mentioned, and then from there, all you got to do is post your in-game snapshots or save games, or both, of those cool and original techs, and I'll take it from there, and we'll share some ideas, inspire hopefully us and others with some of the awesome stuff you guys have built. It's down there if you're interested. And also, if you'd like to get in on the draw I got going, it's coming up. Gonna pick a winner here soon, so if you're interested, get in on it. It does take a small donation to get entered, unfortunately, but the prize will hopefully be a 3D printed tech, currently valued at $40. Now, I say hopefully because I haven't been still able to get a hold of them guys. They haven't replied to anything I've messaged them. So worst case scenario, you will get the money to buy a $40 tech. I figure if they're not going to do it get back to me and do the way we originally agreed, find a workaround. So I'm good at that. Kinda. So either way, I don't know if it'll be before Christmas, but someone will get a 3D printed tech somehow. Unless they decide to, and they do get the cash, and they don't buy it in the end. And that's on them. Not me. On them. Anyway, I think we got enough here to get a little test in, and yeah, those hovers are already screwing with things. Make it all wiggly and wild. So we'll try a little more thrust on the back end here. Let's see if we can get something more controlled. Yeah, maybe those. I like them ones. They don't use a lot. They're pretty reliable. They're not the super strongest out there, but they're good. The Ventures, they use a lot of fuel. It seems. I don't know. Maybe that's changed. But last time I tried them, it had. But they are powerful, so, they're good like that. Just try to get the back end here modeled up a little bit. Because usually I'll get either the front or the back done, kind of wrapped up, or at least a very good idea of what it's going to look like. And then the rest just kind of comes together easy for me. Just got to get my style for this build figured out kind of thing, the very little bit of style I got, that is. So, it sometimes takes a while to change it up enough to make it cool and original. Because I'm always trying to keep my own stuff even cool and original. I don't like to repeat myself too much. Well, who does though, right? Some things you do, but it all depends on what you're playing. This is just a kind of a for fun kind of build. And I noticed that I had a bunch of parts that I could use up, and you know what? I kind of want to use them. So I'm going to line these up. I got a feeling I'll have to craft a few things, but if we do, we do. No biggie. No sweat off the proverbial back. So yeah, I got to do a little shopping here and there. Nothing too major, though. I got some money. Might burn through a lot of it. But hey, there's always more to be made. That's the beauty of it all. But I see I got a friend back there, and he's one of the bigger variety, so I don't think I'm going to leave him unattended very long. I'm going to go deal with that guy right about now. You are on my turf. You are close to my base. Now I will come over there, and I will shoot you in your face. Oh, he's scared. Look at him. He's trying to run away so fast, he flipped himself. Oh, big mistake on your part, bud. The death? We're gonna see one. Oh, get him. Get him. He got uprighted. Oh, I lost the wheel, though. Oh, I don't think you had the megatons for this one, bud. You got bubbles and all that, but so many bubbles. So many bubbles. It's actually a bad thing. Because if you think about it, my megatons are doing like a splash damage thing on those shields. So I'm hitting like 3, 4, 9 shields at a time, which is always having to that was awesome. It always has to deflect my incoming fire. So that's like 9 times the use of your battery. Where 1 would have been 1 use of your battery, right? So it lasts hopefully longer. Like his batteries dropped real fast. I don't know what he necessarily had in there. I think they blew up. Most of them anyway. But I got a feeling with that much geocore, he had some geo batteries in there, and like I'd put a whooping on him. Yep, there's 1. So he had at least 1. He probably had more. But yeah, overlapping bubbles, even the developers say it really doesn't do anything. Now I know they don't know 100% of the game function and all that, because they got a lot more making the game than actually playing the game and exploiting little things like we do. But, it's one of those things. They've even said it. It shouldn't do you any better. They never come out and said that it's going to cost you more power, but it just makes sense, right? You hit 3 things and they all 3 have to activate and use energy. It's 3 times the usage. At least that's my theory on the whole thing. Is that game theory? There was a whole bunch of different videos I was being recommended by YouTube about game theory. I'm not sure why, though. I've never really done anything with that in my title. I've never really watched any of them either. I don't really get much time to watch videos just on a whim, kind of, or about stuff, or usually I'm either making videos, playing the games to make the content for the videos, or, real life kind of comes in there at some point. Especially when you got a couple kids. So now that they're back in school, over the last little bit, I've been kind of getting my game going again. It's been easier to get some quiet time, or quiet for me time, so I can make noise. Oh, carry on, and woo, yeah, kind of have my own little party, but then it's all lonely and stuff, because it's just me. But then you guys come in, and that's awesome, because you guys will throw your comments under these, hopefully. Hey, hint, 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 big wink will go on that one. Or the likes. That kind of lets me know I'm doing all right. Doing a good job, hopefully. Those comments are also good for just saying hello. If that's all you got to say, hey, cool. Awesome to hear from you. And those other little buttons right around in that area too, the subscribe, and then that little bell. I know it doesn't make any noise. It's not really that rewarding when you guys press it. Except for that it will notify you when I have something new that you might be interested in. So I guess that's a bit of a bonus for hitting it. Hopefully you find it worth it. Kind of worked that in there a little different this time. I'm always trying to do something different, right? Like I said, I don't like to repeat myself too much, but some things you just can't change a whole lot. Like, my intro. I always like to welcome you and thank you for joining me. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, in this part of the build, this is one of the trickier spots I found, was the actual cockpit area, the nose of the plane. Just couldn't figure out what I wanted to see up there at the start. But if you fart around with something long enough, it's bound to work out for you. Well, I guess it's bound to come together. It may not work out, but it should at least produce something. And yeah, that wasn't the right one. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm going to move off of that for a little bit here. Sometimes, you just got to jump around. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get more of my innards in this. We got some wings that we had bought up. So I should be able to maybe skirt this thing with some venture wings. A couple more of them though, just because I'm going to put them right in there. Ooh, yeah, that's about right. Try and keep it all symmetrical, because I don't really like using gyros on my airplanes. Choppers, yeah, okay. I've actually been meaning to try and make a new chopper that doesn't use gyros, and that will hopefully be as good as one that does use gyros. I have made a couple before, but I just haven't made one in a long time. Because I had the one Fly Guy X or something like that, I think I called him now. He was awesome. Like, that thing, I could almost take out everything with it. And then I made his bigger brother, the extreme version. Ooh, he was more of like a VTOL kind of deal, not such a helicopter. But oh, he was awesome. I like that. It was so much fun flying around, just dominate everything. They wouldn't even get to look at you half the time, because you just come in, and then while they're blowing up in the smoke and the fire and the brimstone kind of stuff, you're gone. On to the next round. If you had to come back, double back, it was so easy. You could flip right around on a dime almost. I might have to get that guy back out, do some more playing with him. I got all excited again. See how he works now. He was actually made for, the extreme version was beefed up for a challenge that we were doing, a flight challenge. But it was flying and battling, so it was kind of a cool one, but he wasn't fast enough. He was close, though. But he handled everything else pretty dang good. But I just haven't got back to the choppers. I got into kind of, when I think of flying anymore, I've been thinking planes and bombers. That's why I was trying to make like my own ammunition in the last, a couple videos ago. Well, I guess it'd be more than a couple now. A little while ago. So I could hit the X button, use the disconnecting explosive blocks, and drop like little bomb techs on things. That didn't really prove to be as explosive as I'd hoped. I did get a suggestion and come up with a little better design than the ones I had in the first video. You probably might have just saw them in the past video or two that just come out. If you watched all the way through. So I got looking on that YouTube stuff, and it says about average viewing time for my videos is 5 minutes. So that's a lot of unviewed video. So you may have missed something, right? And so if I'm referring to something and you don't have no idea what I'm talking to, that might be something you missed, and it might be cool. It might be helpful. So maybe you want to check it out again. I don't probably know what video it is, though. Like I've said before, remembering ain't my strong suit. Some things, yeah. Other things, no. Some things, very iffy. But I remember my name. Crap, what was it? Reaper. No. Uh-oh, I've been doing this too long. I don't remember my real name. Dad, that's it. No, that's what the kids call me. Jeez. That's rough. I'll figure it out at some point. Maybe. The remembering. There, that's a little better hat for him. He's going to be the king of the skies. Yeah, it's one of those special blocks. I don't know if it's actually released yet. I kind of have a few little tricks that I can do to get some of the more experimental stuff. So experimental, it's not even really in the EXP stuff yet, in the R&D. I got some tricks. I've learned a few things from being on the forums this long, right? This is going into... Well, this will be my second full year playing this game, and I'm going into my third one. So, you know, it's pretty good run. I like this game. It's kept me interested. There's not too many games that can do that with me, not this long. I don't play a lot of building games. I've been trying to find more that are just as good as this, and so far I've found a couple, but so many problems with the PC and all that and everything going on. I just haven't had enough run at them to really get anything good built in them yet. But I'm working on them. I'm still trying. But as this one's getting close to being all built and we're getting a little longer in the video, and I'm trying to really control my video length. I know I've been getting a little longer again, out of hand. I kind of lost track of that. I'm going to call this one right around in here. So as always, thank you once again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, hey, hit the likes, hit the comments. Even if it's just to say hi, it'd be awesome to hear from you. Ding that bell as you subscribe also if you haven't already. And hey, don't forget about the Saturday Showcase. And also, if you're interested, don't pass up your chance to be the winner in this upcoming draw. I'm going to announce the winner the last week of November, so hit that PayPal.me link, throw the $2 donation at me, get your name in the hat, and we'll see if we can get us a winner. Well, we're going to get one, but maybe it could be you. So until next time, everybody, keep being the awesome, keep having a good one. Bye.